Fate of Pyruvic Acid. So pyruvic acid is produced in glycolysis as end product, and it is present in the cytoplasm. The total glycolysis step is taking place in the cytoplasm. So it is in the cytoplasm. Now pyruvic acid is in the cytoplasm. So pyruvic acid sometimes it is involving in the anaerobic respiration. If oxygen is absent, anaerobic respiration. If oxygen is present, aerobic respiration. Sometimes fermentation is also taking place. Fermentation is also one kind of anaerobic respiration. So pyruvic acid, glucose is converting into pyruvic acid. And this pyruvic acid is involving in different reactions. In the absence of oxygen, there no oxygen, absence of oxygen. In the absence of oxygen, pyruvic acid is converting into ethyl alcohol, sometimes lactic acid. Because sometimes it is in the presence of oxygen, it is involving in the aerobic respiration. Here pyruvic acid is involving in the alcoholic fermentation. Alcoholic fermentation. So it is converting into a carbon dioxide and ethyl alcohol or ethanol. Ethanol and carbon dioxide. It is alcoholic fermentation. Here also oxygen is absent. In the absence of oxygen, here no oxygen. In the absence of oxygen, here it is converting into lactic acid. Lactic acid fermentation. The lactic acid here C3H6O3, and here also carbon dioxide is lactic acid is pyruvic acid is converting into lactic acid. Next, pyruvic acid is involving in the aerobic respiration also in the presence of oxygen. Here oxygen is there. Aerobic respiration. In the presence of oxygen, pyruvic acid is converting, or it is completely oxidized into carbon dioxide and water. It is complete oxidation. So here it is pyruvic acid. Here pyruvic acid it is involving in different reactions. So it is converting into alcohol, or it is participating in the lactic acid fermentation, or involving in the aerobic respiration. In the absence of oxygen, here and here fermentation. So here anaerobic respiration, fermentation reactions are same. Here alcoholic fermentation, it is fermentation. So the end product here, the end product is lactic acid. It is called as lactic acid fermentation. But here alcoholic fermentation and anaerobic respiration reactions are same. Here the C2H5OH or ethanol is formed and carbon dioxide also released. It is alcoholic fermentation. The fermentation is also one kind of anaerobic respiration. Mainly here, the alcoholic fermentation, it is generally in the fermentation process, yeast and bacteria. So some bacteria and yeast are involving here. Yeast So yeast is involving in the fermentation process. The glucose is converting into alcohol. So in the beverages also, the yeast is used to produce the ethanol. And lactic acid production. So generally lactic acid, lactobacillus bacterium, lactobacillus. Lactobacillus, it is a bacterium. So the bacterium is involving in the lactic acid fermentation or lactic acid production. So here lactobacillus, it is also called as lab bacterium, lactic acid bacterium, lab bacterium. Yeast is a fungus, unicellular fungus. Lactobacillus, it is a bacterium, and in almost all living cells, this type of aerobic respiration is taking place. So here lactobacillus, yeast, these are involving in the production of alcohol and lactic acid. Commercially also these are used. Here yeast, yeast is different type of yeasts are there. Here baker's yeast, brewer's yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae. So this type of yeasts are used to ferment the glucose or different fruit juices to convert the alcohol. So here it is the fate of pyruvic acid. Glucose is converting into pyruvic acid in the glycolysis step, and pyruvic acid is it is involving in the alcoholic fermentation and lactic acid fermentation, aerobic respiration. So anaerobic respiration also. Anaerobic respiration reactions are same as alcoholic fermentation. So pyruvic acid, up to pyruvic acid, it is same in aerobic and anaerobic reaction. After the glycolysis step, the pyruvic acid is involving in different steps.